Welcome in our next guest to First at 4.
Yeah, Kevin Lewis is joining us from Unlimited, from the Northwest Pennsylvania Trout Unlimited, and talking about the International Fly Fishing Film Festival.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. I was hoping I got it all.
You did.
It's happening this weekend at the Blasco Library.
Right, it's Friday, March 10th. Doors open at 5:30. The movies will start at 6. We'll have raffles and silent auction. If you want to attend, you can buy tickets online at flyfilmfest.com, or you can go to the Northwest Pennsylvania chapter of Trout Unlimited Facebook page, follow the link there. And if you want to buy tickets in person, you can come and buy with cash.
Okay. Talk about these short films that are going to be highlighted during on Friday night.
So there'll be about 8 or so short films made by filmmakers who submit them to IF4 for inclusion in the Film Fest, and then they'll cover things as far as conservation, fishing, the culture in certain remote areas where fishing is a big part of the culture. So if you are an outdoor enthusiast, if you like fishing, travel, the films will appeal.
And how long have you been involved with the Trout Fishing Association here locally?
So I've been a member for several years, but in the last year or two, become a little bit more active member. So I have some responsibilities on the events committee now.
Okay. And talk a little bit about the organization and what it does to promote trout fishing here in this area.
So the name might imply that it's a fishing club, but we're really a conservation group. And the thing that Trout Unlimited is really focuses on is cold, clean water where wild trout live. And so conservation efforts that we can make in the area revolve, people might be surprised to know that there are, according to the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission, Class A wild trout here in Erie County, Class A wild trout streams. And with those streams, they're out in the Waterford area. We have done some stream bank improvement to help make sure that the water stays cold and clean so the wild trout can continue to survive, and we want to make sure that happens for future generations.
So do your efforts extend through Erie County?
All throughout Erie County, and there's Trout Unlimited chapters throughout the state, and there's also a state organization of Trout Unlimited, PA Trout Unlimited. Another interesting aspect here, because we're right on the shores of the Great Lakes, is we have a member in our group who is part of the Trout Unlimited Great Lakes Work Group. So the Great Lakes are one of the largest sources of fresh water in the world, and it's important, it's becoming a more important part of Trout Unlimited's mission to make sure that the Great Lakes also stay cold and clean so that for future generations.
And I'm sure a part of your mission is to get young people interested in the same mission, conservation and trout fishing.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a great program called Trout in the Classroom. In the Trout in the Classroom program, we work with the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat, where they will provide the classroom with trout eggs in January. Then the students and the teachers will engage and raise the trout from egg to fingerling in the springtime. And then in the springtime, they will release the fish to a freshwater place for the fish to go and survive.
That's great.
So there's a lot of STEM opportunity there for the teachers, and Trout Unlimited helps promote the curriculum and the lesson plans to wrap the kids into not only the conservation, but the life cycle of a trout, and we hope that they engage with the outdoors.
Yeah, great. One more time, give us a rundown on that film festival this weekend.
Okay, so it's at the Hirt Auditorium at Blasco Library. We open the doors at 5:30 on Friday, March 10th. You can buy tickets online at flyfilmfest.com. We'll start the movies around 6. There'll be raffles and silent auction. We'll take an intermission and do the prizes at that time. Then we'll watch the second half of the movies after that.
All gearing up for the start of trout season.
And trout season's just around the corner.
Okay, exciting. Great. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Yeah.
Say hello to your parents if they're watching.
We do adore them, Brady.
We do. Thanks, Kevin. We'll be right back.